We almost done here. Just a few final touches. The less stones, the less little adjustments, the hardscape coming together exactly how I wanted. Yep, that's me, building my first fish tank with fake plants, and I had no idea that soon I would tear it all apart to build a better living world. After thinking about it more and going back and forth, I started to realize something. The more I looked at those fake plants, the less I liked them. And it wasn't just because I wanted the tank to look prettier. Of course I wanted to create a better environment for every little creature living inside. The fish, the shrimp, the snails, everything. So I started learning more about live aquarium plants and why they actually matter in a healthy fish tank. Turns out, live plants are not just decoration. They are part of the ecosystem. They help pull waste from the water, like ammonia and nitrates, and they help make the tank more stable. And that stuff is serious. Bad water quality can easily hurt or even kill fish, shrimp, snails, basically anything alive in the tank. So I thought, why not? Why not replace the fake plants with real ones? So I started taking the tank apart, and here we go. First I drained the water down. Then I removed the fake plants, the rocks and all the decorations. And then I had to remove the sand too. The sand actually looked really beautiful. I chose aqua soil because it helps live plants grow roots and gives them nutrients from the start. In the back right corner I had this rock decoration, so I carved out a space inside of it and I'm going to fill that area with aqua soil too. The decoration was made with foam, so it was actually pretty easy to cut into. My idea is to plant real plants inside of it, almost like a hidden planter. So the plants will look like they are growing out of the rocks or from the top of the stone structure. I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, but we'll see. For a long time I thought live plants were just extra headache. I thought they would make the water green, melt, rot, turn yellow, and get covered in algae. But the more I learned, the more I realized something completely different. In a healthy tank, more live plants can actually mean less algae. Because plants use the nutrients in the water that algae would normally feed on. So instead of letting all those nutrients fuel algae, the plants use them to grow. And that can help keep the water cleaner, the tank more balanced, and the whole aquarium more natural. So yeah, more plants, less ugly algae, and honestly, that makes me pretty happy. First, I had an Amazon sort, and yes, it got a little stuck in the container. Come on, come on. Oh, there we go, look at that. When I took a closer look, I realized there were actually two plants growing together. So I carefully separated them. And just like that, one plant became two. Next, I had some regular Bacopa. Honestly, I have no idea which exact variety. I found it locally, liked it and brought it home. Then I also had some Bucephalandra and a few Anubias plants. Before rebuilding the tank, I had already attached some Java moss to a few rocks. So technically, I had already started my live plant journey. I just didn't know it yet. So I started planting everything one plant at a time. I started with the Amazon sword, then moved on to the Bacopa. After that, I split up the Pearlweed and planted it on both sides of the two rock decorations. I also added a little aqua soil on top of the left rock structure so I could plant some Pearlweed there too. The idea is to make it look like the plants are slowly climbing up the hill and naturally flowing into the rocks. At least, that's what it looks like in my head. Now we just have to see if the plants agree with my plan. And this is pretty much what the tank looked like right after I finished planting everything. Not bad, but definitely still a little empty. So now let's give these plants some time, be a little patient and see what happens. And boom, the magic of editing. A few weeks later and we finally have some growth. Nothing crazy yet, but hey, I'll take it. I added a few more plants here and there, another type of Bucephalandra, a few more Anubias, and some Java Fern. Everything is still growing pretty slowly, but I'm starting to see fresh little green leaves popping up. So something is definitely happening. Now let's be patient just a little bit longer and see where this tank goes next.
And now, 4 months later. At this point, I finally have a better idea of which plants actually like my tank and which ones clearly do not. But honestly, I don't really see the failures as a bad thing. It's experience. Now I know a little more about what works in this setup and what doesn't. Maybe I'll try some of those plants again in a different tank with different water, different light, or a completely different setup. Who knows? Maybe they'll love it there. But in this tank, the Pearlweed is doing great. The Java moss is slowly going crazy. The Cryptocoryne is growing too. My Amazon sword? Yeah, not impressed. The Bacopa is taking its sweet time. And the Rotala? I honestly don't understand you. You're supposed to grow like a weed. Apparently, my Rotala did not get that. But hey, we work with what we have. And the best part is, all these little residents have already found their favorite places between the plants. I added fish, shrimp, and snails to the tank, but I'll tell you all about them in the next video. So follow along, because next time I'll show you exactly who's living in this little underwater world. And honestly, I think they enjoy these live plants, and so do I. Sometimes I just stand there, look at the tank, and think, yeah, I'm really happy I did this.